Good evening and welcome back to Airports Live TV. It's been a bit of a while, I agree. Health not been good, but we are back. As you can see, we're back live from Dublin International. We are on runway 28 this evening. Hope you've all not missed us too much. And once again, apologies for us being missing in action for the last 10 days or so. I don't even know how long it is. Is it 10 days, 11 days? I'm not too sure. But the show must go on. As always, we are brought to you in proud partnership with Booking.com, Travel Supermarket and On the Beach Holidays. So do check them out. Use the links either in the video description, in the channel description, or of course over at airportslivetv.com. Please tell me we are not buffering. Logo still says Alicante. Well spotted, Debs. Can somebody just confirm that we're not actually lagging? Dashcam, how are we doing? Travel Jet Setter, welcome to the channel. Hope you're going to enjoy the content here. Creative, how are we doing? Listen, I'm getting there. Thank you to everybody who has sent messages of love and support over the last week, 10 days. They have been greatly appreciated. Debs, how are we doing? Tim Trainer, welcome. Kelly Fowler, I hope you're well. There's nothing I can do about the logo right now. I know, I've just noticed it does say Alicante Airport on the overlay. We will have that changed for tomorrow. There's nothing I can do mid-live. Toby Pentney, welcome. Denia's joining us from Miami. How is it over in Miami, Denia? Dashcam, thank you for donating and gifting those memberships to Debs, Toby, Val, Clive Barber, Ken Harrison. It's perfect, no buffering, all okay. Tina York's with us, obviously Val's with us because she's just got one of those memberships. Welcome to each and every one of you. We are back. I think we're buffering. Oh no, it's because I paused it again. Travel Jet Setter joining us from Milwaukee in Wisconsin. Hope you're well. How are we doing, Graham Leggett? I'm gonna say it's good to be back, you know. What I will say is it is a flying visit. We're back on the road very soon. I've had to sort a lot of things out health-wise and stuff, but we are back on the road very, very soon. So it's going to be a little bit of a flying visit into Dublin. We're here for the next few days or so at least. How has everyone been? How have you been coping without Airports Live TV? How's Captain Shane as well, Debs? I do need to order a new video head before we hit the road again though, because this one, ever since travelling, I just cannot get the fluid levels right in this video head. I think one of the seals has possibly gone on it from the change of pressure when we were flying out, but we will work with it for now. Yeah, it's beautiful here at the minute. We've got yellow thunderstorm warnings until 10 o'clock tonight. So hopefully we don't get affected too much by those. Our next arrival is upon us though. A couple of minutes out. Big up Robert, how we doing? Kian Aviation's with us. Flying out of Dublin tomorrow, going to Manchester at 11:20 with Ryanair. I don't know what time tomorrow's stream is gonna be, Kian. If there's any way of me being here for that time, I will do, but I don't know. We're gonna do it around the weather. You're good at catching stuff. Why, what? What's happening? Toby, thank you so much for becoming a member of cabin crew. It's greatly appreciated. And do you know something? I am happy to be back streaming. Those of you that have been around a long time know how much this means to me, know how much the community means to me, and I've missed each and every one of you, and I mean that genuinely. My life is streaming and bringing you guys content, and over the last couple of weeks when I haven't been able to do it, it has really affected me, but I'm back now. There we go. I haven't got flight radar on at the moment. I think this is coming in from Leipzig. I'm going to put flight radar on though. Big up Creative, thank you for those memberships, greatly appreciated. Cameron, how are we doing, little guy? Hope you're well, hope your mum's well. Just want to say a big thank you to everybody who did and has been sending donations, big or small, through PayPal. He's greatly appreciated. I know Mark sent a couple actually, so thank you to you, Mark. Robert Doyle getting one of those memberships from his old mate Creative Tina York. James Beeson, how are we doing? Long time no see, hope you're well. Smoking Bob getting one of the gifted memberships, as well as Alia. Nice to see them go into our regular community as well. Smoking Bob also works here at Dublin International, and Alia is a regular viewer. Thank you, Tim. Tim, do me a favour, you know when you're putting it into the chat, can you just put the airport name either as well as or instead of the airport codes, because not everybody who's watching knows the airport codes, and it just helps me because I can catch it at first glance then as well. Dashcam Jerry there pointing out, to enable receiving gifted memberships, click join, click the three dots, go into gift settings and switch them on, and you're set. It's not going to cost you anything, but it does mean that you will have the chance of receiving one of the gifted memberships. We are a community that gift memberships quite regularly, so you never know, you may get lucky. Big up Debs there with the super sticker, thank you so much, with the pom-poms. UK weather is so warm. I actually saw a video on, I think it was on Instagram, of the way the weather has changed in the UK. I can't remember where it was, but they were getting lashed out of it. Almost tropical weather in certain parts of the UK. Val's with us, what's it like in rural Nottinghamshire? Here we go, we've got this louder. I really am going to have to replace this head. It is so difficult to try and get a smooth shot right now. Manfrotto, where you at? Let's do something. Apologies guys, we'll get there. Leaving it quite late on the turn there as well. The next one in is from Barcelona. Yeah, London, that could be. Hold on, you're in Spain, the UK. No, Travel Jet Setter, we're back in Ireland. I just haven't updated the overlay. It was a bit of an oversight on my part, to be fair. But we are live from Dublin International. We will have the overlay changed in time for tomorrow's action. Lost all drag on the tilt of this head. Here we go, this Boeing 737 coming in from Barcelona, I believe. Been away for what? How long have we been away from Dublin for? 3 weeks? Nearly 4 weeks maybe? Still nobody fixed that tree. But one thing I will say is, as the OG of live streaming from Dublin International, it is nice to be back. Ellen Rogers, how are we doing? It's always a pleasure to have you with us. It's a pleasure to be back as well. Dave Airplane joined us from Denver in Colorado. How are we doing, buddy? Next up, we have a Boeing 737 MAX coming in from Carcassonne. I don't know if I pronounced that right or not. Yeah, if you are enjoying the stream, please do hit that thumbs up. Hit it early as well, because it really helps us to get pushed out there. We're going to be way out of the algorithm at the moment due to not being active for nearly 2 weeks now. So it's going to be a tough journey to get back into it, but we will get there. Like I just said, we are the OGs of live streaming from Dublin International. A lot of imposters, a lot of people trying to do what we do. But they're just not Airports Live TV, are they? I'll tell you one thing I have seen. A few people buying a lot of views on TikTok from Dublin. And not even doing it in a way that hides it. And making it very, very obvious. It's a surefire way of getting your account banned. Here we go, we've got this Lux Air on departure. Deeply missed Andrew. Who's he talking to? Who's Andrew? Who's deep? Oh, Andrew. Glad to see you back in Dublin. We missed. Thank you, Andrew Gormley. What do you think of the MAX 10 with the lifting landing gear to stop test try? Creative, it's an interesting one, isn't it? I guess it's going to pan out in the long run. We're going to see what it's all about. I did notice the first ever commercial flight of the Chinese manufactured aircraft to compete with the 737 and the A320s. Took place a couple of days ago. Another interesting topic of conversation. Would you fancy a trip on it? I'm not sure if I would. Now, it hasn't got approval to fly outside of Chinese airspace at the moment, or not into Europe or the US. So we're not going to be seeing it anytime soon, but it is an interesting development in the world of aviation. Something we haven't had live on Airports Live TV before, this Freebird coming in. We will get a bed delivery as it taxis to its stand. Yeah, I think, to be honest, Creative, I don't even think it's 50%. From when you actually look into it, I think basically all that's Chinese about it is it's been designed in China. A lot of stuff is actually Boeing and Airbus, isn't it? I don't know if it's just something about it. Maybe it's the wrong way to look at it, but for me, China have too much control over the world at the moment, and I don't know, it just worries me a little bit. Came in from Dalaman, the Freebird. It's nice to see some new airlines coming into Dublin as well, though. I've got to say, we're in for a tough year of air travel here at Dublin with the prices the way they are. The days of being able to get on those 10, 15 euro flights appear to be gone. I will have another quick look at that community post as well. I did ask you all to guess where I had been for a few days while I was trying to recover, or trying to get my head around what's happening. I will have another check just to see if anybody else got it right, but there was one person when I checked this morning had it right. So if you want to get your guesses in, do it in the next 10 minutes. Then I'm going to check, and we are going to get a winner of that 20 euro Amazon gift card. It's only 20 quid, but you can spend it on something nice on Amazon or put it towards a computer game, whatever you want. Jerry said, where's hoodie? He's freezing. Yeah, I need to speak to Jerry. Jerry, I will WhatsApp you. Yes, quite possibly, Graham. I'm not far from Chicago. I go down to O'Hare and watch the planes coming in and out. Every 30 seconds there's a plane landing. Yeah, O'Hare. It's one of the places I do really want to head to. I keep on trying to get a drink, and every time I do, there's an arrival. The 737 Lux Air does look nice indeed. I haven't seen it here before. It has been, but I haven't seen it. Right, we'll get this arrival, then I need a quick drink. And then after I've had a drink, I have a question. Well, let's just get ready and pick up. Where is she? She's here. There is that Freebird that came in from Dalaman. Look at that, 3 of them synchronized. Right, let me grab a quick drink, then I've got a question to ask you. It's Heinz ketchup under €3. What do you mean creative? Tango Alpha, how are we doing, buddy? What time is the Riga flight? Thank you, Kelly Fowler. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Can't wait for the breakaway in September and the flight back. Yes, the return a flight, if you're doing a 3-night break when we do the community getaway in September, is Aer Lingus and it actually has business class on it. It's only a 2 and a bit hour flight, but I think the price of it's only about 80 quid. Miguel Mango, welcome. Had a big video called at the karaoke bar. I think we might have to try and get Dashcam legless and get him on that flight. We really need to try and persuade Creative as well though, because Creative has been a big part of Airports Live TV. It'd be great to have you over there with us, buddy. Now, of course, for those of you that do want to come and maybe don't want to book the same hotel, you know the dates. We're there from the 28th of September over in Benalmadena, with a couple of days spotting over at Malaga as well. So if you do want to come and you don't want to stay in the same hotel, or you can find a better deal on a different hotel, feel free to do it. You can still meet up with us while we're there. How are we doing, Val? Never been to Ireland, someday I'll go. You need to check it out. Make sure you get a bank loan before you come as well, because it is mightily expensive here at the moment. You tell them Dashcam, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done it. Can you get my auntie's departure to Riga? What time is it at, Maxim? Claire Hughes, I've not been great health-wise. I've been trying to get my head around everything, so... But we're back. I don't really want to get into it on here, but we're back. Mark, thank you so much for that PayPal donation that you made the other day. It didn't go unnoticed. It's greatly appreciated. Here we go, let's get his departure. taking all the time in the world to get up. Conal, how are we doing, my man? I haven't been on in ages, Conal. It's my first day back for about 2 weeks nearly. We're back at Clare Hughes. We're gonna really start pushing it again now. Yeah, it's just getting so expensive for everything. Obviously, I was over in Spain and then over to, I can't really tell you where, can I? Because you've got about 4 minutes left, and then I am going to pick the winner. Whoever gets it right, you need to go to the YouTube community section. There's a post there explaining a little bit about what happened and some photos. You have to guess from them photos where I was. Not Spain, it's the second destination we were in. Okay, so that leads me on. I said I had a question for you. There's a few of you been reaching out about something I mentioned when I was over in Spain. I had a silly caricature done with the ALTV logo and with my ugly mug on it as well, and I did say I was going to do it as a giveaway or a raffle or something. And I think what I'm going to do, well, I know what we're going to do. We're going to do it as a raffle, but it's going to be for the caricature, which is just the bonus prize, the booby prize, and €50 of credit for merch. So you can have hoodie, you can have t-shirt and whatever. The question is, would you rather it be a low odds raffle where it's say €10 to enter, or would you rather have it as a cheaper entry, so say €1, €2, or let's say €2, so a €2 and less chance of winning? You tell me and we'll get it set up. We will also, throughout the next week to 2 weeks while that raffle's open, we will give away some free entries throughout the streams as well for random things, so that everybody's got a chance of entering, because we know times are hard for everyone, and that's why we're trying to generate some income by doing some giveaways and stuff, because we appreciate all the support that we get from you guys, and it's only fair that if you are donating to us to keep us going and help us to continue, it's only fair that we give something back. Maxim, what time did you say that flight was, buddy? The flight's pushed back, but we'll be here then. Somebody keep an eye on it for me. Oh, sorry to hear that, dash cam. Titan, cameraman, welcoming stinks. Welcome. Titan is aviation lover. How are we doing, buddy? Mr. Marco back on the ramp in a few weeks. So less is more, you can get much more entries for cheap. Yep, I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to do it at €2. We'll get it set up and we'll let you know about it either tomorrow or the next day. There's something I just want to touch on about Love Holidays in a second as well. Let's just get this landing down. And I thought long and hard as to whether I'm actually going to say what I'm about to say, but I think it's in the best interest of the community, so I am going to say it. Because obviously we have promoted Love Holidays in the past, but something's come to my attention, and I think we need to really raise awareness of this, because I don't want any of you guys getting caught out. Lee Carroll, welcome. David White, how are we doing, bud? Big up Dashcam, gifting more memberships, you legend. Spinning to taxi to the runway. Is it now on there? I'm going to have to get flight radar up so I can track this for you, because otherwise I'm going to miss it. Right, let's have a quick chat about Love Holidays, shall we? Should we leave you on? Let's leave you on the Transavia and the Ryanair. FR1976. Right, I've got no chat for a minute, but I'll come back to you. We'll just find that flight and then we're going to talk. Okay, it's going to be the next departure then, the Riga-bound Boeing 737. Okay, Love Holidays. We know they're going to see this, because they've been actively trying to get us to re-partner with them for the last few months, and there was just something that was bothering me, and it was a rumour that I'd heard, but it had never been confirmed, because... well, it just hadn't. But anyway, what I want to talk to you about is their booking policy. Now, just be very careful, guys. You think you're booking a package holiday, you're not, for a start. If you're booking it with a Ryanair flight, you are not booking a package holiday. You still have protection because it's being booked by Love Holidays. But make no mistake, you are not booking a package holiday. That's the first thing to note. The second thing to note is, if for whatever reason you need to change your flight, whether it be changing from a morning flight to an evening flight, changing the date, whatever the reason, if you have booked a holiday with Love Holidays and you need to change that flight and your flight is with Ryanair, be prepared to be in for a shock, because we all know, quite rightly, if you need to change your Ryanair flight, it's a €50 change per flight per person. However, you only pay the difference. This is the Riga flight outbound, guys, so get ready for this, Maxim. However, if you need to change your flight, you only pay the difference if there's an increased cost on flight. All of your extras, so if you've got baggage, if you've got extra legroom seats, all of that jazz does transfer with the booking. However, what you may not be aware of is that if you've booked through Love Holidays, use a sting in the tail there for you, because Love Holidays, the only way you can change a flight with Ryanair if you've booked through an external partner, so an external business, so for example Love Holidays, is by getting a passcode, a password from whoever you've booked with, okay? Now, with most people, that's not an issue. They just give you it. You can then access the Ryanair portal and you can change your flight in the same way you would if you booked a direct with Ryanair. However, Love Holidays, no. There is a €75 admin fee paid to Love Holidays as well. So to change a flight, it is €125 plus the difference in price for that flight. So just be careful with that. Love Holidays really are looking to rinse people this year. €75 simply to give you the code that they should be giving you for free, because if you book it through Ryanair, they give it you don't need it anyway. So my argument is, Love Holidays send out a confirmation email with all your booking reference and everything on it when you book. Include the code on that email. Then there is no need for any admin. And somebody requesting a code should not be being charged €75. The other thing as well is, if you are booking for say 2 of you or 4 of you, however many people it is, and for whatever reason one person can't travel, be prepared to get to the airport for your return flight and all of your flights being cancelled about 3 hours before that return flight, because that is what Love Holidays are doing. If somebody isn't completing the outward leg, they are cancelling everybody's return flights. Be careful guys, spread awareness, because this is wrong from Love Holidays. We have zero affiliation. We have zero partnership with Love Holidays, and we will not be having any partnership with Love Holidays whilst they're continuing with this sort of practice. It's wrong, and that's why we won't promote them. They've been reaching out and we've refused. There you go, you've heard it from us now. I'm hoping that we get a response from Love Holidays in the next few days about this, as to why they feel the need to charge a ridiculous admin fee just to get a password to be able to change your own flight. Now, let's be real, they're not changing your flight for you. You still have to do that yourself. This is simply to send you a password that belongs to you as the customer of Ryanair. Hopefully somebody does come back to us with a response. Let's see how they justify it, and let's see how they justify charging 50% more than the airline do themselves. Like, the airline are the ones that then have to resell the flight at 8 hours notice and have to physically change your booking, not Love Holidays. So why are they charging 50% more? It's an absolute scandal. Graham Leggett. I'm just going back through my comments now, guys. I didn't have my comments on. Andrew Gormley, about 6, maybe 9 months ago, we were partnered with Love Holidays, and we had assurances on certain things, and something just didn't feel right. So after 3 months, we terminated our partnership with them, and it left us without a package holiday provider for a few months. And then obviously we teamed up with On the Beach, because we wanted to be able to bring a low-cost package holiday provider to the community, but we're so glad we did move away from them. Graham Leggett, I saw a comment saying let me know if you received it, but I don't know what your previous comment was. I can't see any other comments from you before that, so that comment did come through, but I don't know what your other comments were. Here we go, guys. This is the one we love. This beautiful Emirates 777. And its final stages of descent now into a beautifully warm Dublin International Airport this evening. An absolute beauty. I've missed you. We've missed that Emirates 777. We'll pick her up as she taxis on to stand as well. These people have been stood there a long time. I think they're waiting for the TUI. Where'd you spot? Because this looks so different. I'm on Old Airport Road at the minute, Lee. I'm trying to catch up with these comments. I'm a long, long way behind. Oh, Graham, I've just seen your comment. 2 seconds. Graham Leggett, I've just checked. I have got it. Thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated. Big thank you to Graham Leggett, the man himself, sending us a donation towards that new equipment. It's all now going towards the new video head. That is what we desperately need. I'm gonna have to order one. So everything we get now goes towards that. It's what we do. We do anything that comes in through streams in terms of donations and super chats, super stickers, memberships, all stuff like that. It all goes towards equipment. It all gets put back in. We earn our living from our partners and from our sponsors. Looks like we are now all operations here on 2A. This is going to be a bit of an issue for us because well, it's not. You're still going to see arrivals. You're not going to see much of a departure, but you weren't seeing them anyway. UPS on the way up from Shannon as well. Be here in half an hour according to Flight Radar 24. Bad weather down in Dublin. It's alright here at the moment. It's overcast and it does look like it's heading our way, to be fair. Here we go, we've got this Airbus A320 with odd engine cowlings, Aer Lingus. No. What are you doing? We will lose this very quickly because it's massively overgrown here still, unfortunately. It's as much of a departure as you're going to get, but we will still have all of the arrivals. No, Creative, we didn't replace the head on the tripod. It's hard to explain. The head on the tripod, it's a fluid head, and basically when we were traveling, I think it's bust a seal, and that's just making it a little bit jerky. But to be fair, this has been on it since it's over a year now. We've replaced obviously the cameras, all of our electronic equipment has been replaced. The only thing we haven't replaced is tripod and head. And to be fair, like, we always need to be upgrading, especially with the tripod, because it goes through some brutal weather. In terms of all the like hardware, the electronic equipment, that is all perfect. It's doing well. Right, let's pick up this Emirates. Simply because I haven't seen her for a long time. Well, for a few weeks. When your hedge clipper, I know, somebody needs to. Did we get some memberships then? Who got it? Dashcam gifting them out for 50 likes, I think. Thank you so much, Dashcam. Alex Productions, welcome. Lingus to Faro next. Lingus off to Faro. How long are you in Dublin for this time? I don't know, I've got a lot of meetings while I'm back. Have a meeting, I can't really say what it is, but I've got a big meeting tomorrow, so I don't know. We're going to be here for a few days. I have got the doctors as well. It's driving me mad not having flight radar on. To fly out on. And I flew out to Alicante. What was I on? I can't remember, you know. Conal, I honestly can't remember. Matty, to be fair, this is our first live in about nearly 2 weeks. Not going anywhere without getting the hamper. I will get over to see you and Captain Shane and pick it up. Any more? No, nothing. As we expected, nothing from a DAA. Some clown doing a wheelie down Old Airport Road. Not only was he doing a wheelie, he was wearing shorts while doing it. The other thing I'm supposed to be aware of, we are obviously coming into the main summer season now. Just be prepared. Throughout July and August, you are going to have an absolute nightmare trying to get parked at Dublin Airport. The bank holiday weekend, obviously I flew out, in fact I'm going to say where I flew out to. I flew out to Kos, and I believe the only person who got it right was our mate Dashcam Jerry. So let me know where you, do you want me to email you the €20 Amazon card, or do you want to get it from me? It's up to you, Dashcam. But when I flew out there was no parking at any of the airport car parks. I got lucky, and well, I didn't get lucky, I just, because I'm quite clever, you see, I had a look at the Holiday Inn and the Clayton, both of which had parking available in their car parks, and it was a very similar price as to parking in the blue car park here at Dublin. So if you are struggling, check the Clayton out, check the Holiday Inn out. They both have 24-hour shuttle services as well to the airport. But like I say, be prepared for the fact that you might not be able to get parked. So book it in advance if you know you're travelling. And this ultimately boils down to the fact that Quick Parks is no longer around. And the thing that worries me with this is DAA are trying to buy the Quick Parks site. Now, some people are saying that's a positive because there's going to be more spaces. What it does do is mean that there will never ever be any competition in terms of airport parking at Dublin Dublin International, and that for me is a concern, because DAA have full control over everything then, and the prices will only go up, that is for sure. They have been told by the competition authority that they can operate the Quick Park site on a temporary basis whilst it goes through a review as to whether it's healthy to allow DAA to operate that site or not. It can either be operated by the current owner or by DAA throughout the summer. DAA, I believe, released a statement saying that's not what they wanted to do. So it remains to be seen what happens. I honestly don't know if I'm here on 21st of June. Here we go, we've got Transavia on departure. Arrival a minute out, but we're going to pick up this Emirates because she is taxiing right in front of us. Look, absolute beauty of an aircraft. It won't be long until she's the biggest commercial aircraft in the skies. It does look like we are not going to see any more A380s. People were still clinging to hope that potentially they might change their mind and do like a revised version of it. It's not looking likely, but it's looking, but it's definitely not going to happen now. So it looks like we're going to be where we're going to be looking at 777s as the biggest commercial aircraft. EU plane spotters, welcome. Conal, there's been rumours that EasyJet and Jet2 are going to come to Dublin for years, and I just don't see, unless they're going to try and establish themselves from a package holiday point of view. And do you know something, that might not be a bad shout from EasyJet and Jet2, if they could start operating some package holiday routes either over to Spain, Turkey, the likes of them, the short haul destinations with sensible prices. That might not be a bad shout, because they're not in direct competition then with Ryanair, because they don't very often compete based on price and price alone for flights. But given the fact that they are package holiday providers, it wouldn't be a bad idea in my opinion, and it would open up the world of travel a lot more for Ireland as a nation again, because it is just getting crazy. Maxim, it is highly unlikely I am going to be here at 8 o'clock in the morning on the 21st, but you never know. Can you please say hi to my friend? He's on the Ryanair behind the Emirates. Big up to your friend on that Ryanair. Emirates 777, I love it as well. EU plane spotters. Talking of the third terminal here, so you don't know what the future holds. You don't. I believe the original plans for Dublin Airport back in the day, the very original plans. I was talking to an old chap down here one afternoon, and he was telling me, no, it wasn't an old chap actually. It was Sean that was telling me. But the original plans had 5 terminals. 5 terminals and 4 runways, I believe. Now, I think it's unlikely we're going to see another runway, but you never know about another terminal. You know, it looks like we are going to have some difficulties soon, even with landing shots, because I have a feeling they might close the beginning of this runway again. I might be wrong. We shall wait and see. The reason I'm saying we might have a little bit of a difficulty with the landings is because I'm seeing these staging up. And if they do indeed close at the very beginning, we struggle for touchdown from here. Big up Dashcam, thank you so much, greatly appreciated. I know Tui started a Dublin to Cancun flight on this day last week, but I've heard that is very infrequent flight. Yeah, I don't think it was ever intended to be a massively regular flight, but it's nice to have it though. Max 40 went to Dubai. There's the king of European spotters, there's a new prince on the block. So you got me on that one. Listen, you all know my thoughts on other people streaming from Dublin. I don't mind. The live aviation community should be friendly and it should be about helping and supporting each other. What I don't like is when people start blocking, people on other streams block people for mentioning Airports Live TV and then expect to be able to come in here and chat freely about other communities. I'm all about helping and supporting. Doncaster Airport is hopefully a step nearer getting away from the Peel Group. It looks like a compulsory purchase order will be likely by the council with several clauses to block the sale to developers. Well, there's already a major clause in place with Peel Group on Doncaster Sheffield. I think there's 99 years left before they can do any development on it or use it for anything other than airport purposes or airside retail purposes. So there is a clause in there that says it can't be used as like a retail park. Doncaster Sheffield's a strange one because it's gone through the motions in the past, hasn't it? It used to be RAF Finningley. Then RAF Finningley became one of the first major developments in Northern England in particular for immigration. Remember when the war in Iraq and Kosovo, those wars, a lot of asylum seekers and people that were going through a very difficult time in their life were homed at RAF Finningley and in the local area. And then of course we saw Doncaster Sheffield get open. And again, as we see time and time again with regional airports, there just wasn't the support there that is needed for a regional airport. When you've got a regional airport, you have to expect you're going to pay a slight premium on your flights for the convenience of it. But unfortunately, there was just too much of a difference in the cost of flights for it to work out. So I did. Well, I didn't dash cam. There was a lot going on and everything with health, but yeah, it was beautiful in Kos. I stand by what I've always said, and you guys all know I'm a big supporter of Ryanair. For me, they're the best low-cost airline in Europe, if not in the world. But I've always said a 4-hour flight is at the very far reach of Ryanair. And I don't mean from a technical point of view in terms of distance flown. I mean in terms of them offering a service that is adequate for a 4-hour flight. And I stand by what I said. It's 4 and a bit, what is it, 4:20, just over the 4-hour mark over to Kos from Dublin, and it is at the max of the realms of comfort there. I always travel extra leg room, as you know, but I wouldn't have wanted to travel much further than that. Don't be wrong, everything on board was fine, the crew absolutely amazing, but I just think once you start going 4.5, 5 hours, I think you really, for me personally, I'd rather be paying that bit extra and have luxury. I don't mean business class, I just mean that little bit extra and have luxury. So yeah, he's at the max end of range for me with Ryanair. But of course, it's absolutely beautiful down near the marina, down near the harbour. Absolutely stunning. Dashcam, what do you want me to do with that gift card that you've won? Because I can't believe you're the only person. You even dropped a hint. Just to be clear, Dashcam didn't know where I was, but he even dropped a hint about you can see the Greek flags on the boats in the marina. I didn't even notice that when I took the photo, to be fair. Where do you want that sent in? You're very correct, Adam. Thank you. Are you playing spotters? I missed a comment. Do you want me to give it out as some free entries, yeah? Right, we'll do it as 10 free entries then. Dashcam has, I think this is what he's saying, and if he isn't saying that, he is now. Dashcam won the €20 Amazon gift card. So what I'm going to do at Dashcam's instruction is we're going to do, when we set that raffle up for the €50 worth of merch and that caricature. Now I think just as a little bit of a novelty, I will sign it, the caricature. You never know what's happening, do you? So you don't know where I'm going to be seen in the future. So we'll sign it. So we're going to do that. We're going to set it up as a €2 entry. So we're going to give 10 people an entry. We'll try and come up with a way of being fair about who we give it to. So alright, I'll tell you what we're going to do then. If you want to win a free entry into that raffle, every day after the live, obviously our lives are posted as replays here on YouTube. When we end this live, go onto this live and just comment. What should we get you to comment? Comment the last place, the name of the last place you went on holiday, and from that, the following day, so tomorrow, we will use a random comment picker to select a winner to get one of those free entries into the raffle. So when we end today's live, go on. You don't have to watch it all, it's great if you do, but you don't have to watch it all, just comment into the comments the name of the last place you went on holiday. and one of you will get a free entry, and we'll do that for the next 10 days to give away that €20 worth of entries. Sorry guys, I lost focus because I had to get a drink. Now I am going to be coming off quite soon this evening because it is my first one back. And obviously I have been struggling a little bit over the last couple of weeks, so I don't want to push myself too hard today, but we'll be back with a full live tomorrow. We're going to push through 2.5-3 hours worth of content tomorrow. I think it will probably be an afternoon session, or late afternoon session, late afternoon, early evening. Bollocks. 1 second, guys. Apologies for the language, but a bottle of Lucozade that I thought was empty still had a tiny drop in it, and it went on the laptop. How long have we been live? Yeah, we'll get the next 2 arrivals, and then we are indeed gonna call it a day. Right now I've ordered so many Boeing Max 10s, but they're delayed, yeah. George Monk's, it was because the last live we actually did was from Alicante, and I had already started the live and we forgot to sort the overlay, so it will be corrected for tomorrow. We're actually in Dublin. Peel actively discourage budget airlines. The thing is, look, budget airlines can only be budget if the landing fees are low enough. For me, Doncaster, Sheffield, regardless who owned it, who owns it possibly in the future, it is always going to be a regional airport, and it's always going to be a premium price. Unless, of course, they can find a way of establishing themselves as the complete opposite, which would probably be a first of its kind for a smaller airport, and 100% focus on being a long haul airport. This is the UPS 767 coming in. Another beauty of an aircraft coming up from Shannon. Yeah, so possibly they could look at targeting the long haul market, and that for me would be possibly a really good move for somebody. It's going to be a bit of a gamble, obviously, but it'd be a really good move, because normally if you're travelling long haul, you have to go through a huge airport and it takes forever. Whereas if you had a long haul hub in Yorkshire, I think that would be great. And possibly they would get the reception that they need, you know, from the public. You're welcome, Graham. Exactly, Dashcam. The language that comes out of Debs is unreal. For those of you who are wondering who Debs is, she's the one that always threatens violence towards me and Dashcam Jerry. Seb's asked about Instagram earlier as well. I haven't done anything with it. I think we'll wait until we get back on our travels. I just need to focus at the minute on trying to stay healthy, trying to stay well, and then we can maybe look. At spreading out to some other platforms as well. There's that Freebird that came in from Dalaman. You're welcome. Robert Doyle, we'll see you tomorrow. Daniel Shields, going on with the emergency vehicles. Where? What emergency vehicles? Am I missing something? Yeah, it needs to... Doncaster, Sheffield, it's going to be a difficult one because it's relatively close to Leeds, Bradford, relatively close to East Midlands. Like, in the UK, people are used to travelling an hour and a half, 2 hours to get to an airport before they go on holiday. It's all part of the start of the holiday, so it's not alien to people to be travelling. And if you're an hour from Doncaster, Sheffield, you're probably within an hour and a half of a major airport. So I think they've got to stand out in some way. And for me, possibly a long haul hub could be the answer. And then start introducing the shorter haul and the budget airlines once you've established as a long haul route. Long haul hub. There is that UPS Boeing 767. When you're heading back to Spain soon, TC. I'm sitting on the Malta Air. They're all waiting and now drove towards the UPS that landed, maybe. I can't see them. There's the Malta Air. They must be down the far end of the runway then. I can't see them. See you tomorrow, EU plane spotters. Yeah, the A380s are beautiful. Wait, let me just have a quick look. No, I can't see any emergency vehicles. Right guys, I'm going to jump. Don't forget, if you want your chance to win one of those free entries that Dashcam Jerry has kindly donated for the chance to win €50 towards merch, and plus that signed caricature of me with the ALTV branding. All you've got to do is wait for this live to be posted. It takes about 15 minutes usually. Then it'll appear on our YouTube channel under the live replay section, and just comment the last place you went on holiday. That's all you have to do, and then on tomorrow's live we'll use a random comment picker, and one of you will get an entry into that draw. Thank you to each and every one of you for joining us today. It is our comeback stream. I've been away through not being too well, but we're back. We're going to really push again now. Thank you to each and every one of you that have joined us. Thank you to our partners, Booking.com, Travel Supermarket and On the Beach Holidays. And thank you to everybody who's hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and of course everybody who's been donating to us using super chats, super stickers, and of course through the PayPal links in the bio. We'll see you all tomorrow. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay loved. We've been Airports Live TV. I've been Adam James. Take care.